Hello everyone, if you're a developer, you've probably heard about clean code. If you haven't, you can have an overview about it in this first video of the series about clean code. So, what is clean code? First of all, we should understand what is it and why it was created. Is it a set of ethics or a way of coding or taking care of your code then it doesn't get dirt? Well, actually, it's just a book. And it has a lot of concepts in it. But to be honest, it's all of these things we just had. This book was written by Robert C. Martin. He's known as Uncle Bob. If you don't know Uncle Bob, he's kind of Hippocrates from medicine, but to the programming world. And he tells us one of the main reasons for a huge decrease in productivity in a lot of projects. And that's because of a bad code. But he doesn't teach us only some techniques for a cleaner code. He also teaches some pretty social skills, I could say, like empathy. And when he was trying to figure out what clean code means, he asked it to some experts like Martin Fowler. And Martin answered, "Any fool can write code that a computer can understand, but only good programmers can write code that humans can understand." Look at this. You aren't a good developer just because your code worked once. You're a good developer if anyone who codes with that language can easily understand your code. This answer was pretty good, but then Uncle Bob kept asking to some experts like Michael Feathers, and he answered, "A clean code always looks like it was written by someone who cares." By the way, that's where empathy comes in this video. If you work alone, you probably work on something pretty small. But most of the projects are developed by a lot of people. So when we are writing some code, we have to remember that we are not alone. At some point, someone will need to read our code as quick as possible, and if our code isn't clean enough, then we're gonna make it slower. Well, once your project is going too slow, we start to think about solutions like hire more people. It's not a good solution though, because when you hire more people, these people will be traded by the bad codes who wrote the old code. And now you have a huge team writing a bad code, and this is a cycle. We have a solution though, and the name of it's clean code. Uncle Bob said that the only way to go fast is to go well. Uncle Bob also tells us that our code is not going to be clean at first. Our brain works in a messy way. It goes from a high-level code to a low level in just one line. So it's okay if you copy and paste some code from Stack Overflow and it's work everything fine, but it's not okay if you leave it that way. You have to clean your code just before you get rid of that task. So I think with that overview, we can learn some techniques for having a cleaner code in the next video, and thank you for watching this one.